Hi there, Lara Riggio here, and I teach energy hacks. They're simple, easy, and effective exercises you can do on your own to help your body overcome the physical manifestations of stress. Today's energy hack can help you overcome overwhelm. With all that we have going on in our lives these days, all the different forms of communication we have to respond to, all the people we may be responsible for taking care of, with just everything on our to-do list, it's really easy to get overwhelmed, especially if we get just another thing added to that already huge list. Recently, I did the exercises I'm about to share with you when I received a lovely IRS audit notice. You can just imagine. Just think about it, opening up the letter and seeing you're being audited. Ah! I immediately felt my face get red, my stomach flipped, and I was just overwhelmed with anxiety. Now, I had nothing to hide. All of my expenses were completely justified, but I knew it was going to take a lot of time, energy, and effort to get all the paperwork that I knew would be needed for this audit pulled together. And with everything else I have going on right now, it just seemed completely overwhelming. So I practiced what I preach, and I immediately put the papers down, and then I calmed myself down with the exercise I'm about to do with you right now. So to see how this could work for you, I want you to think about something in your life that is really causing overwhelm. So maybe you think about your to-do list, maybe think about a project like my IRS audit that seems overwhelming to you, and just tap in and see where you feel the manifestation of this stress in your body. And then we're going to check in with it and rate it at the end. So on a scale of 1 to 10 right now, 10 being really pretty overwhelming and 1 being, it's okay, think about where your stress lies. And is it causing any tension or constriction anywhere, maybe in your stomach, your jaw, your gut? And just focus on that. Now we're going to start doing some meridian tapping. And when you tap specific meridian points, it can help your body digest stress. So as you stimulate these specific points in the Chinese acupressure system, you are helping your body digest emotion. So let's go ahead and do it as you focus on your overwhelming situation, and we'll see the effect. So take your fingertips together. We're going to start in between our eyebrows just like this, and you're going to tap these points as you think to yourself, even though I am feeling anxious and overwhelmed about this situation. Now keep moving with me to the outside of your eyes. I am willing to calm myself down and just keep moving with me so that I can think more clearly about this situation, find creative solutions, and better manage my actions so this can be easier than I'm making it right now. Go right under your clavicles. Even though I am feeling anxious about this situation, I am willing to calm myself down. And now you're going to tap points right under your rib cage so that I can think more clearly and maybe find a creative solution so that this situation can be handled with greater ease and I can relax as I take action on solving this problem. Even though I am feeling anxious and overwhelmed about this situation, I am willing to calm myself down so I can think clearer and have more creative ability to solve this problem and to manage it with greater ease and grace. Even though I am feeling stressed and anxious about this situation, on your rib cage, I am willing to calm myself down so I can think clearer and find a more creative solution to my problems so I can manage all of this with greater ease. And just bring your hands down and go ahead and just tap back into your body and tap into the place where you felt tension or constriction, and go ahead and re-rate your stress on a scale of 1 to 10. I know I feel a lot more calm right now. The next thing we're going to do is a cross posture position that I also used in this scenario, along with a concept that really can change your life. I am using this on a daily basis. Nothing in our lives gets done overnight. You know, although a lot of things happen faster, we can order our coffee on our phone and pick it up so we don't even have to stand in line. We can do a lot of transactions online and not have to go to the store anymore. So I think we're getting used to, as a society, having things happen quickly, right at our fingertips. And unfortunately, things in life, especially things that we have to accomplish, they don't happen that quickly. So in order to just get your expectations in a more realistic place and take pressure off of you, it's really important to understand that little by little, everything can get accomplished. Slowly and surely, things can get accomplished with ease and with grace. Okay? So we can do that to remind ourselves that we don't have to get it all done today, this minute, and boy, can that take a ton of pressure off of you. This is another strategy I use while handling my audit. Little by little, I did get it all done, but I first started with seeing what I needed to get done. Second, I enlisted help to get it done and took a large chunk of it off my plate. And then the last 25% of the work that needed to be done, I was able to do and spread out over time, little by little, so that none of it was too stressful. So tap back in and think about your to-do list or that project that seems overwhelming. And you're going to cross one ankle over the other. So if you're sitting down or even standing up or laying down, you can do this. Just cross maybe the right ankle over the left or the left over the right. It doesn't matter which one, whatever one feels best. And then you're going to take your hands and you're going to take them out in front of you, okay? So the backs of your hands are facing one another, palms facing out. You simply cross your arms and clasp your hands together like that. And then you put them straight down on your lap, or you can just drop your hands down and rest them on your chest like this. And as you're in this position, you are helping your brain work more bilaterally. When you go into a sympathetic stress state, and really a state that occurs when you're in a level of extreme anxiety or overwhelm, when that normally happens, you start using your more dominant brain side to help you conserve energy so that you can send blood and resources to your limbs so that you can really power fight or flight. Of course, a lot of our situations in our life today, they're not life-threatening, so we really don't have to run and we don't have to fight. We really have to calm ourselves down so that we can improve our brain function by bringing blood back to the brain so that we can think more clearly and more creatively about how we can handle these situations. So in this position, you are telling your body that, hey, there's no lions, tigers, or bears. We can get our brain working bilaterally again. We can bring blood flow back to the forebrain so that we can have the full capacity of our brain power at our fingertips here and find a creative solution to our problem. So as you're here in this position, you're just going to repeat in your head, little by little, I can get everything accomplished with ease over time. Little by little, I can get everything accomplished over time. Little by little, everything can get accomplished slowly and surely over time. And now take a deep breath and exhale. So it would be a good idea now to, after you do this video, stop and make a list of how you could get things accomplished over time. And once that list is on a piece of paper, you could schedule out when you're doing what. You can even schedule out conversations where you hand aspects of your list over to other people so that you take it off your shoulders. Now, the last thing that I did to really help me was I helped myself get in touch with what I needed, okay? I think a lot of times when we're overwhelmed, we just jump into doing things on our list, but we don't necessarily look at what could resource us, okay? My bookkeepers were a great resource for this audit, as was my assistant. So right then and there, I looked at what I needed and I enlisted help. I've already referenced that in our last exercise, but think about that. Not only who could help you, but think about what you need. So in the times that I actually sat down and I was going through paperwork for my audit, I made a little ritual around it. So I got my favorite cup of tea nearby and I had a favorite snack with me so that I was nurturing myself as I was doing it and making sure I was taking care of myself through the process. It actually helped a lot. It made it a lot less painful of a process. I also often scheduled my assistant to be with me during that time so that she would keep me on track and we would have a list of things we needed to get accomplished in that particular meeting. So think about how can you resource yourself and give yourself support through this process. One of the other things that I find we all have a tendency to do, myself and my clients included, is beat ourselves up. Like if something unexpected comes our way, we have a tendency to go, oh gosh, why didn't I just keep better records during that time period? Or, you know, with me, you know, what did I do wrong in the way that I maybe filed my taxes that I got audited in the first place? Well, I found out that it was just a random audit. So none of that really applied. And so instead of beating myself up and continually questioning myself, I actually tapped into my heart and I thought about how can I manage this project with greater love and provide more ease for myself. So when I would feel stressed, after doing all these other exercises, I would just take my hand and put it on my heart chakra, and I like to put my right hand down on my heart and then put my left hand over the back of my hand here, okay? This way you're actually tapping into your heart chakra, in also accessing the heart meridian, but you're calming the meridian that causes a stress response called the triple warmer meridian. So that meridian runs down your ring finger. So if you place your other hand right on the back side, you're also speaking to that meridian and sending it the signal to just calm down. And as I would sit here, I would think to myself, I can do everything that's required with love. How can I love myself and nurture myself through this project? I can love and nurture myself through completing this project so it can go easier and I can be more effective. How can I handle all of this with love and ease? I can do all that's required with love. So there you go. There are the 3 exercises I used throughout my audit, and I have to say it went much smoother than I ever would have expected. And you know, thanks to my bookkeeper, my assistant, and to these exercises, I really got through it all without being too overwhelmed. So please use these and go to the blog. You can hear my whole story about my audit, and also you can check out, there's a download you can actually get that takes you through each one of these exercises. You could upload it to your phone, put it in the notes section under Overwhelm, and if and when you're overwhelmed again, you can pull it up on your phone, go through it yourself and then use it whenever you need it, whenever stress strikes and you get one more thing added to your list, then you really think you can manage. I hope you enjoy these. Please also share this with any friends that you think could benefit, and leave me a comment below. I love to hear from you. So much love, ease, and joy to you guys.